Hello everybody and welcome to the Mini Marble Game Season 2 Qualifiers. Before we explain anything, first, we unfortunately cannot completely replicate the layout that was used for Season 2 circuit race. And once you realize that, I just decided to alter it a little bit. Secondly, I didn't actually get a good shot at the podium of all three members of the podium at the same time for the final of the Season 2. So here it is, the Green Machines, Team Hellfire, and Sea Strikers in the top two. And also the Arctic Racers are here, even though they only finished 6th. They won the auto qualification race, so they will not be in the qualifiers. Now let's get to the qualifier teams. These are going to be the teams. In Group A with the Blue Skies, the Cosmic Colliders, the Glass Maniacs, Season 1 champions, the Misfits, Pepsi Cola Speeders, Slime Balls, Stingers, and Yellow Swirls. In Group B, Elementals, Lagoons, Medallions, the Musicals, Ocean Riptide, Pollinators, Team Ice Cream, and the Worms. Some differences between last season is that the Blue Skies and the Musicals were added as new teams, and also the Lagoons have replaced Bay with Cove, as you can see here. So their new lineup is Swamp, Marsh, Pond, and Cove. The events will be balancing, funnel race, biathlon, and circuit race. And since this is part 1, we will only be doing the balancing and the funnel race. So let's get right into it. Alright, let's start with the first event of the Mini Marble Game Season 3 Qualifiers, balancing. 4 marbles will go down here, and then they're going to roll down this section. And whichever marble goes the farthest, they're going to see how far they go, and we're going to calculate the points that way. Our first runner will be the Blue Skies, with sky, blue, wind, and cloudy from left to right. Let's see how they do. They're rolling. Oh wait, not a bad run. They got 2 finishers. Let's see. The Blue Skies did pretty good for a rookie, as they got 31 points, which is definitely going to be a high ranking. Our next runners are going to be the Stingers. Of course, they got 4th out of 14 teams in Season 1, in Season 2 in the qualifier, sorry. But then in the actual Season 2, they got last place. So they're going to hope for more of that qualifier energy because they're in the qualifiers now. And okay, that was like, I don't really know. Let's see. Let's look at it. The Stingers, despite Omega getting 8 points and Galaxy and Wildcat getting 7 each, it was not enough because Blue and Wind of the Blue Skies finished, so the Stingers only get 27 compared to the Blue Skies 31. Next up, we will have the Cosmic Colliders with Ether, Galactic, Void, and Celeste. They have historically not been super good at balancing, even though they did just win the B-League. Balancing was not in the B-League this last year. It will be this year, though. This season. And that run was almost the exact same as the Stingers, with Celeste getting 8 and Galactic and Void getting 7. However, Ether got 4 compared to Leafy's 5, so they finished 26 behind Stingers 27, 3rd out of 3. Next up, we have the Yellow Swirls. They're basically like the worst team in the league. They got last in the B-League. Only 1 finish outside the bottom 2. I forgot to mention the Cosmic Colliders medaled in every single B-League event, even though there were only 6 teams in the B-League last season. And okay, that's definitely not going to be very good. The Yellow Swirls had a horrible run. They got an average of 5 points per marble, and they finished only 20 points, 6 points lower than the Cosmic Colliders, and that's going to be the 3rd worst run in history, actually. Only one they finished ahead of were the Slime Balls, who got 19 in the qualifiers for Season 2, and the Medallions, who got 17 points in Season 1. Our next runner is going to be one of the best, is going to be a pretty good balancing team, Glass Maniacs. They got 2nd place in Season 2 qualifiers. They got 33 points, which is pretty good. In main league, they only got like 5th or something with less than 33 points, but still. Let's see how they can do. Whoops. There was a track defect, so we will have to redo their run. Okay, not bad. Let's look over. Alright, next up is the Slime Balls, but first, the Glass Maniacs, they got 27 points, which was tied with the Stingers, but their best marble was 9 because the Stingers only got 8. So the Glass Maniacs will be second overall out of 5. Let's see what the Slime Balls can do. Okay, not super bad, I guess. Let's see. Okay, the Slime Balls actually had exactly the same run as the Yellow Swirls. 6, 5, 5, and 4. 20 points each. There will be a tiebreaker at the end of this thing. At the end of the event. Our next runners, the Misfits. Season 1 champions. 2-time balancing medalists. One of the best teams ever. Definitely top 5 in the league right now. And let's see how they can do in a balancing group that is not even doing so well. And... oh, wait, did they get 4 finishers? There's no way I'm seeing that right. Well, folks, I do not believe my eyes. The Misfits have just set a new balancing record. They have scored 40 points. That's the max amount of points with 4 finishers. I thought the Green Machine's 38 points in the Season 1 main league was unbeatable. But the Misfits might actually be better than the Green Machines in balancing. Of course, the Green Machines, they won Season 2. They won Season 2, so they will not be in the qualifiers. Our final runners will be the last team in the Season 2 Marble League, the team to finish last place Season 2, the Pepsi-Cola Speeders. And... wait, that was not bad. What? Okay, didn't know that was so surprising. Guess that wasn't that surprising, but the Pepsi-Cola Speeders did a respectable 25 points. Well, not that good, but still. Pepsi-Cola Speeders we talk about here. It was good enough to finish 6th, but now we're going to have a tiebreaker between the teams to finish 7th, the Slime Balls and the Yellow Swirls. Slime Balls. And next up, the Yellow Swirls. These are 2 of the worst balancing teams in the league. And, okay, I think Yellow Swirls won that one. The Yellow Swirls finished higher than the Slime Balls with 23 compared to the Slime Balls 20 in the tiebreaker. Anyways, the winner of the Group A balancing for Season 1 set 3rd place the Glass Maniacs despite only getting 27 points. 2nd, the Blue Skies 31. And the Misfits with 40 points destroyed this group. We're going to go to the standings for the entire group. You can see it was very close between Glass Maniacs, Stingers, Cosmic Colliders, and Pepsi-Cola Speeders to the bronze spot. And let's go to Group B balancing. You know what time it is. Group B balancing. And we are going to start out with the Elementals. And, okay, pretty consistent 7 points. The Elementals ended up getting a respectable 26 points for that, which is not going to be super great. They won this event in Season 2 qualifiers with 33 points, and they get a very disappointing 24 or so points in Season 2 Main League, which only got them 10th place. So the Elementals, 26 points, is definitely not winning them anything. And next up, let's see what the Worms can do. They're a pretty bad team. And what? The Worms, with Wrigley getting 9, unfortunately couldn't really catch it on camera, but well, I'm very, very sorry about that. They got 9. Slimy and Squishy got 7 each. Pretty good run, 27. That's pretty good very good for Worm standards. And next up, our 3rd runner in Group B, the Lagoons. And, whoa, Lagoons actually did pretty good. The Lagoons. Unfortunately, the rookie Cove did not pull his weight, getting only 5 points. But Marsh got 10. Swamp and Pond got 8. That's a recipe for a good finish. They got 31 points, which gives them the lead. Next up, Team Ice Cream, who got tied for 3rd with the Slime Balls in the B League in Season 2. And, whoa, 2 finishers. This group is definitely starting to be better than the last. Team Ice Cream had a rock-solid finish, which would put them in 2nd place after Mint Chocolate Chip and Cookies and Cream both finished. They got 29 points. Our next runner is the Medallions. Alright, let's see what the medallions can do. And, okay, they fall off a bit at the end. The medallions ended up getting 26 points after both gold and bronze got 8 each. They'll be beating the elementals because they had 8 as their best finisher, and elementals only had 7 as their best finisher. Alright, let's see what the pollinators can do. They are 6th runner. And, okay, they all fall off. All of the pollinators ended up getting 5 except for the bumblebee. A bumblebee with 7. So they will be last place with 22. The second to last runners, the rookies, the musicals. And, oh my god, that's not even bad for a rookie team. The musicals, they take it at the last second. They take the lead with 32 points after the melody and orchestra both finished. So the team composed, see what I did there, of rhythm, melody, tempo, and orchestra, new team, the musicals, they take the lead with only 1 runner to go. Time for the final run of the video. Ocean Riptide will be our final balancing run of the group. And, okay. Oh, wait! That might have done it! With Riptide and Mariana getting 10 points, C getting 9, Wavebreaker contributing 6, Ocean Riptide with 35 points have won the event in Group B. Alright, everybody. So, the podium, it's going to be Bronze Lagoons with 31, Silver Musicals 32, with 35, Ocean Riptide win the Season 2 Qualifiers Event 1 balancing in Group B. And this is the standings for Group B in balancing. And now we're going to go to the funnel race for Season 2. For Season 3 qualifiers. Why do I keep saying Season 2? Season 3 qualifiers funnel race is going to be the next event. We're going to have the second event, the funnel race, which is going to consist of 2 heats of 4 marbles each, rolling down the funnel race. And it's going to be the top 2 in each heat moving on to the finals. There will be a consolation round between the 4 marbles that did qualify, but it's going to be only half the race, so we're going to put them in this hole. And then there's going to be a final with the final 4 of the final 4, the teams that made it to the finals. In Group A, we're going to have Leafy from the Stingers, Celeste from the Cosmic Colliders, Slime for the Slime Balls, and Cola from Pepsi Cola Speeders. In the second round, it's going to be Clementine from Misfits, Win from the Blue Skies, Pineapple from the Yellow Swirls, and Rainbow Swirl from the Glass Maniacs. Of course, all this in Group A. We'll see what it's like in Group B. Alright, it's time to do this first heat now. 3, 2, 1, go. They're rolling. Who's it going to be? Looks like it's going to be the Pepsi Cola Speeders are going to be first, and then second is going to be Cosmic Colliders, who's going to be third. Slime Balls barely managed to get third for the Stingers. And it's going to be Cola for the Pepsi Cola Speeders taking first. Can they hold it though? Celeste and Slime looking to fight back. And okay, Cola for the Pepsi Cola Speeders are still going to be first going into that final funnel. But can they hold it? Oh, Celeste for the Cosmic Colliders. Oh! And Slime for the Slime Balls has passed the Pepsi Cola Speeders too. And what a collapse of the Pepsi Cola Speeders at the end. That's going to haunt them for a while, especially if they do not qualify. And then Leafy, who got third in this event in Season 2 with the Stingers, will not be able to. They will unfortunately get last, surprisingly. Alright, time for the second heat. 3, 2, 1. We are rolling. And who will it be? It's gonna be Wind from the Blue Skies and Rainbow of the Glass Maniacs battling for first. And Clementine the Misfits staying aggressive in third. It's very close for first, but the Glass Maniacs just barely got it. But Clementine from the Misfits. Oh, the Blue Skies can take the lead. The Glass Maniacs are also. Who's it going to be for the win? It's going to be Blue Skies, barely. The Glass Maniacs get second, so the eliminated will be Misfits and Yellow Swirls. Clementine will finish in third. Pineapple from the Yellow Swirls, unfortunately, finish in fourth. Alright, we're going to have a consolation round between Leafy of the Stingers, Pineapple of the Yellow Swirls, Clementine from the Misfits, and Cola from Pepsi Cola Speeders. And they're rolling. Who's it going to be? And looks like the Clementine might be doing well. He's barely ahead of the Stingers. The Stingers are looking to have a pass. The Yellow Swirls are starting to get into the mix. Who's it going to be for the win? It'll be Clementine just barely, but the Yellow Swirls and Pineapple get 6. So that means that Leafy from the Stingers will unexpectedly take 7th. Cola from the Pepsi Cola Speeders will finish in 8th. Alright, it is time for the final of the Mini Marble Game Season 3. I don't know why I keep saying 2. Season 3 qualifiers. Group A funnel race final between Celeste from the Cosmic Colliders, Slime from the Slime Balls, Rainbow Swirl from the Glass Maniacs, and then Wind from the Blue Skies. They're rolling. Who's it gonna be? It's looking pretty good for Cosmic Colliders. It's gonna be Slime Balls, and then Glass Maniacs. Blue Skies a bit behind. It's gonna be very close. It's gonna be Cosmic Colliders. But by the Slime Balls, of course, they got last in the bouncing, so they would love to win here. But the Cosmic Colliders are just looking too good. As Celeste will go into the final funnel. Slime Ball almost gets passed by Rainbow Swirl of the Glass Maniacs. And Celeste of the Cosmic Colliders. His Glass Maniacs stutter a little bit. Oh! No! Celeste of the Cosmic Colliders will barely hold on, so they will win the funnel race. Slime from the Slime Balls will get third. And Rainbow Swirl from the Cosmic Colliders will finish in third, And then Wind from the Blue Skies cannot get their second medal in a row, only finishing in fourth. Congratulations to the medalists in Season 3, Group A, Event 2, Funnel Race. Bronze medal, Rainbow Swirl of the Glass Maniacs. Silver medal, Slime from the Slime Balls. But the gold medal goes to Celeste from the Cosmic Colliders. Here's the standings for Season 3 Qualifiers Group A in the B League. So it's going to be... Well, why did I say B League? So it's going to be Cosmic Colliders with Celeste, the Slime Balls with Slime, Glass Maniacs, Rainbow Swirl, Blue Skies with Wind, Misfits with Clementine, Yellow Swirls with Pineapple, the Stingers with Leafy, and the Pepsi Cola Speeders with Cola. And then for the overall standings of this group, the Misfits are going to be leading Group A of the Season 3 Qualifiers after Race 2. And technically, it's actually it's a 3-way tie between them, Cosmic Colliders, and Glass Maniacs with 20, Blue Skies with 19, so very close to the top. Then the Slime Balls, after the cutoff, 8 points on the Blue Skies, 12 points. That's going to be the Stingers with 8, Yellow Swirls 4, Pepsi Cola Speeders with 3 at the bottom. We'll see you in Group B now for the funnel race. Alright, time for Group B of the funnel race and the qualifiers. For the first round, for the first heat, it will be Gold from the Medallions, Fire from the Elementals, Melody from the Musicals, and Yellow Jacket from the Pollinators. In Group B, it'll be Marsh from the Lagoons, Mariana from Ocean Riptide, Cookies and Cream from Team Ice Cream, and Wrigley from the Worms. Let's get it started with heat number 1. And they are rolling. So that it's going to be the Medallions starting off first. The Elementals are taking first. Medallions, Musicals, and the Pollinators hanging back there. Who's it going to be? Fire and Gold. Elementals and Medallions are still top 2. They need it because they got bottom 3 in the first event. However, the Pollinators, Elementals and Medallions got 6th and 7th, while the Pollinators finished in dead last. So they really need this. Musicals got silver, so as long as they could do a biathlon or circuit race, if they got a medal in those events, I think they'll be good. But yeah, Fire from the Elementals looking to close out this race after Gold for the Medallions. So yes, it'll be Fire winning the race. Gold for the Medallions hold on to second. Yes, they will. Looks like that Melody from the Musicals will finish in third. and then Yellowjack from the Pollinators finished 4th. Doesn't matter anyway because the Musicals and the Pollinators will both be in the consolation round anyways. The Team Ice Cream has decided to make a substitution at the last minute. They have replaced cookies and cream they're going to put cookies and cream in the next event, and they're going to vanilla represent their team instead. Let's see how that will do. All right, time for Group B. They are rolling. And it's going to be close, but it looks like it might be Team Ice Cream. Ocean Riptides in second. The Worms are trailing in third, but they are really going to be looking to pass those two. Can they do it? Oh no, Vanilla is going to be going in first, followed by Mariana, but they need to be quick if they want to outrun Wrigley. I don't know if they'll do it. Wrigley's coming in hot. Mariana from Ocean Riptide takes it. Mariana, they got bronze in third place out of 14. And Vanilla from Team Ice Cream is barely holding on. No, he got stuck. But so did the Worms. And Lagoons are super far behind. And I believe the Worms just fumbled that as Mariana from Team Ice Cream wins. And then it'll be Vanilla from the Team Ice Cream gets second. I almost said Mariana from Ocean Riptide. We might as well just watch because we have to, even though this doesn't really matter. It'll be Wrigley from the Worms. But what a painful blunder that was for the Worms. Might cost their qualifiers, because with a good finish, they would have done well, especially since they finished 4th in the balancing. Alrighty, it's time for the consolation round between Pollinators with Yellow Jacket, the Worms with Wrigley, the Musicals with Melody, and then it's going to be the Lagoons with Marsh. They're rolling. Who's it going to be? Oh, the Worms are looking pretty good. And yeah, they're definitely going to be leading, but the Pollinators are trying to get close. And oh, the Yellow Jacket for the Pollinators. Also, here comes Marsh and Lagoons. But no, it'll be Yellow Jacket from the Pollinators. What? Sorry, what the hell was that? It's going to be then Wrigley from the Worms. And then it'll be the Marsh from the Lagoons stays second. And then last place will be the Musicals Melody. It's not going to be very good for them taking last after a silver medal. Alright, it's time for the final round. Gold for Medallions, Fire from the Elementals, the Vanilla for Team Ice Cream, and then Mariana from Ocean Riptide. They are rolling. And who's it going to be? It's going to be Medallions followed by these Team Ice Cream. It'll be the Elementals. It's going to be close, but Team Ice Cream, they're now ahead of the Medallion. Oh my god, they got stuck, so the Medallions, they now have a chance to take the lead over Vanilla for Team Ice Cream. And it's going to be super close, but Vanilla from Team Ice Cream will go in with the lead, followed by the Medallions. Elementals with Fire are going to be third. Oh, they tried past the Medallions. Can they do it? Well, they're not going to pass Vanilla because they have won. And then the Medallions will barely take second. The Elementals will finish in third. And Mariana from Ocean Reptile got stuck. Congratulations to the medalists in the Mini Marble Games Season 3 Qualifiers Final Race in Group B. Bronze medal, Fire from the Elementals. Silver medal, Gold for Medallions. And the gold medal will be Vanilla from Team Ice Cream, actually. Here are the standings for the Season 3 Qualifiers Group B Event 2 Final Race. You can see Team Ice Cream, Medallions, Elementals, Podium. And now here's the standings for the group. You can see Team Ice Cream is going to be first, tied with Ocean Riptide, as Ocean Riptide is going to be tied despite that they got stuck in the middle of the course. Medallions are third. The Musicals are just barely in the top 4, even though they got last. 1 point ahead of the Elementals and Lagoons. Musicals with 12, Elementals and Lagoons have 11 each. Then it's going to be the Worms with 8 and the Pollinators with 5. A recap. So, in Group B, the Team Ice Cream and Ocean Riptide have 22 points each. In Group A, the Misfits, the Glass Maniacs, and the Misfits, the Glass Maniacs, and the Cosmic Colliders have 20 points each, while Blue Skies have 19, so it's pretty close at the top there. I'll see you in Part 2 of the Mini Marble Games Season 3 Qualifiers, Biathlon, and Circuit Race.